Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, that's Worimi, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Love the comments, keep them coming. And this reading today is from a comment or a question from one of my beautiful viewers. So I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale. What it's in regards to is the World Economic Forum, which is held, I believe, every year or every couple of years at Davos in Switzerland. It's where all the uber bigwigs from around the world get together and have their discussions behind the scenes. And if you want to know who really controls the economies of the world, this is where it all takes place. Now, what's happened is that word has come out from Davos that they are predicting a Trump win in the US. Yeah, I'm not totally convinced with that. However, history has shown that the predictions made at Davos are wildly inaccurate. They predicted that Hillary would win in an absolute landslide. They predicted that COVID was little to low risk and wouldn't affect the economies of the world. And there's several other examples there. So I want to have a look to see. Well, I want to see why those at Davos are predicting a Trump win. What's behind them predicting a Trump win? Now, they are citing polls, but I mean, anybody that has half an ounce of intelligence knows that polls are wildly inaccurate in this day and age because the majority of people who have the power of the vote, and I'm talking anyone under 40, don't have a landline. In fact, anyone under 50, and I don't have a landline. I haven't had a landline for, gosh, over 10 years now. So therefore, they don't take part in the polling. They don't answer calls that from a number they don't know. When you're taking a sample poll of 1,000 people in a wildly Republican area, the results are obviously going to be skewed. So let's have a look. Now, you've got to remember that the global business leaders would like to see a Trump win because they have been suffering loss and know that they will continue to do so under a Biden administration. The Biden administration is clamping down on the taxes paid. They're bringing in a flat rate for companies that trade over a certain dollar amount, and they are retightening the environmental restrictions, all of which Trump loosened, gave tax breaks, you name it. So what is behind the World Economic Forum predicting a Trump win? I might do a look into Trump's health on a different reading. Just feeling a pull towards that at the moment. But let's have a look. Oh, very quickly, yes, Pelosi. Pelosi was the Speaker of the House, Speaker of the Senate, Speaker of Congress at the time of January the 6th, but she had no authority to call up the troops. The reason why I had that brain stumble was because it would have been Chuck Grassley that overtook the swearing, the confirmation in regards to, so it would have been Henson and then Grassley, and I'm thinking, well, why would the GOP be bringing it to Congress if the Democrats had the majority? But it was what it was, and there's my Pelosi card, so I'll put that back in straight up. So I do apologise for that Freudian flip. Okay, Freudian slip. Okay, let's have a look. The World Economic Forum, the global business leaders at Davos in Switzerland. Why are they predicting a Trump win? What's going on behind the scenes for them to be predicting a Trump win? I didn't mention using my Gilded Tarot Royale. Okay, anxiety. Yeah, anxious about this truth, this knowledge, this wisdom. They're anxious about what's coming down for them, basically. Okay. challenged by manifesting opportunities. Can also be the manipulation card. It's the rabbit out of the hat also, but okay, thank you. Oh, love it when my boys speak up. If you hear them, let me know. The ability to manipulate the economies is what I'm getting there. Really drawn. I know all four suits are represented there, the wands, the pentacles, the swords and the cups, but I'm really drawn to the pentacle there. So they're anxious about their ability to manipulate the financial economies. Okay. Foundation of the reading is the Page of Wands, the bringing forward of a new message, a skilled orator bringing forward a new message here. In the past, volatile information coming forward. So yeah, I think they're anxious about having their ability to manipulate world economies being removed due to and basically having to pay further having to pay their share of taxes, having to abide by environmental restrictions. We'll just bring you up slightly so the angle's not quite so severe there. Crowning this reading, we have the King of Swords. He is bringing forth uh, a strong protection of truth and wisdom, almost like a brutal clarity, but just this sort of truth. It's also my Jack Smith card, and I'm wondering how many of them are caught up in this RICO money laundering that's about to come out. But yeah, it's very much about bringing forth the truth for them that they don't particularly like. Okay, immediate future for them, packing up the truth and moving forward. So they're going to have to move on from this truth that they've been in, because it is time externally for the global business leaders. It is time for the world to change. Put very simply, their time of dictating, their time of, it's not going to happen overnight, but it will happen. Their time of supreme control is changing. This is a shift from top down to bottom up, if that makes sense. And when I'm talking about bottom up, I'm talking about individuals and communities then having the power internally. Yeah, they want to hang on to their autocratic dictatorship, my way or the highway ability to dictate internally. Hopes and fears for them. Full illumination, exposure. I'm getting full exposure is what I'm getting there. The outcome, they're going to be stopped from this economic manipulation that they've undertaken in the past. And what I'm really getting here is they're going to have some money shook out of them. So they're going to face tighter controls, tighter regulations, tighter, and also basically having to pay taxes. What I'm talking about is Amazon, Google, Facebook, who have a huge presence in Australia. None of them pay any tax in Australia. They make billions out of the Australian economy, but they pay no tax. And I don't know what it's like in the US, but I'm feeling similar sort of energies. We've got a new economic start here. And the global business leaders may find themselves, I'm going to say, deposed. This is okay, thank you. That's a weird word to come out. The financial corruption is going to be exposed. Okay. On the base here, we've got the voter, the Money trails behind the scenes. This is going somewhere a bit where I didn't want it to see. And then justice. For percentage of those involved, they're going to find it burdensome, coming completely out of left field. Okay, this is going somewhere I didn't expect. I'm just wondering whether entertainment only. Sorry, I've messed my light up there. Entertainment only. Let's have a look. Are some of those are some influential figures lying, stealing out of left field? Are some of the influential. Okay, I'm going to ask first of all, are a number of these global business leaders fearful of a Biden administration, reaping what they've sowed? Okay, the basket is empty in regards to their government, and they're fearful about an ending of their oligarchical control. They're fearful of an ending of their oligarchical control. Sorry, do apologise. So show me some of these. Is the concern, I'll just do three cards, is the concern to do with the new Biden administration? Come on down. Very much so. This is very, very much moving on with truth and reality, volatile information coming out about their hatred, this oligarchical dictatorship in regards to government. And it's about being forced to pay more taxes. It's about being forced to stop what they're doing. In the light of this feminine energy coming forward, feminine messaging. Now, it doesn't mean that it's a female. It just means this is more of a community, compassionate, individual-based. This is people-based rather than oligarchical-based. Secrets coming to the fore that have been kept hidden. And then we have the second wand here. So the secrets coming forward under this card is both of these cards are my legislators. Legislators, but both masculine and feminine energy bringing forward these secrets. It's coming out of left field for them. Three of Wands. It can be a plan coming to fruition, but it's very much about trade with the ship coming in. May be restricted as we face this fading of this oligarchical energy. Okay, so I know I said three cards, but you know that's never right. So I'm really seeing, yes, they are, because they're going to find their control of government reduce. They're going to be held accountable, find themselves under stricter regulation, stricter control. How many billions does one need at the end of the day, to be honest? One thing that the Biden administration is bringing out is a bill in regards to the banks, the charging of an overdrawn fee, which is literally a tax on the poor. If you don't have money and you draw an extra $2 out than what you have in the bank account, The bank then automatically charges, a $35 fee or something for being overdrawn. The Biden administration is bringing forward stop to that, or trying to prevent that from happening, because basically it's just a tax on those that can least afford it. And the banks make millions, millions, millions out of it. So out of that particular fee. So let's have a look. What did I want to ask? Oh, I wanted to ask whether some of the global business leaders, will some of these influential leaders be caught up in, now I know it's only small to start with, but I just see this real expansion of, so I'm talking about the RICO charges coming out of Georgia in the US, and information coming out of the New York fraud case. Now we all go, "Oh, Trump! Why do we have to put up with him? He is the instigator of the exposure of all this that's been going on for decades." And when I'm talking decades, I'm talking 50 years or so. Let's have a look. Are there some that are going to get caught up, fearful of being caught up in RICO investigations? Let's have a look. Entertainment only. RICO or IRS, or, I mean, it's just a start. Okay, come on down, let's have a look. 2 cards popped out. Times are a-changing for them. Their ability to do what they have been doing is going to stop. It's a move from a greed, money, corporate dictatorship to control being of those that have been on the bottom. The challenge is going to be their poor choices that were based on greed and vanity and power. So let's see where it goes. We've got here is the domestic stability, security, financial stability and security on a domestic level. In the past, having to defend themselves. So I did ask about RICO. So there may be some that have already felt the feelers of the octopus brought to justice. It's a huge yes card. Yes. Immediate future, be careful what you wish for. Externally, the authorities, governments, courts. Internally for them, an ending, significant ending about their power over governments and courts. Wow. Holy crumbs. Hopes and fears, the exposure of the abuse of power. Outcome, the stealing, the lies, the betrayal, the deceit is going to be brought to a significant ending. Well, this has gone down an interesting path. From actions that they took in the past, and they're going to find themselves really restricted. And again, stopped, suspended, shook upside down, money falling out. Yeah, these are huge cards. We've got the World card. Again, ending card, end of a cycle. They're going to find their lives, their ability to do so, or what they've been doing, as quite burdensome, as we have this new start in regards to secreting money. New legislation, new start in regards to holding on to money in a way that they don't want others to know about. So yeah, I'm going to say yes, that there will be. It's just an ending of a cycle for this extreme capitalism is what I'm getting there. Okay, let's see how it plays. Love to you all. Take care.